So we've all fought to keep it going. All the employees here are pretty passionate about it. We're all big geeks about all that stuff.
I could spend 20 minutes or I could spend 3.5 hours digging.
I love collecting. I loved, G.I. Joes or toys or whatever. And so that was like a big thing. I love Star Wars Men and G.I. Joe Men. And then, whatever, that gets sold or whatever at like 11, 12. And then it was cassette tapes and records. And, we'd borrow, my older brother and I would borrow my parents' records. And just, we were hoarding them and taking them and fighting over them. The Doors, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. I remember us both like beating each other up to take the In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida 45 and just, going into tears about that one. But yeah, we love just records, and so I went real crazy with it. My brother and sister, they love it, they go to concerts and stuff, but I went pretty berserk on all the genres and stuff. So my passion is probably heavy metal. I'm a metal freak, I'm a metalhead since I was real young. My older brother and I just went crazy for it, you know what I mean? We started out with whatever, like I said, my folk stuff, Zeppelin, Beatles, all that good 60s,
Nice.
70s rock. And then, I had an uncle and a cousin who showed us some of the heavier stuff. Slayer, my number one favorite band of all time. Love them most, but I love everything. Maiden, Sabbath, and I'm a huge hip-hop fan. Love Wu-Tang Clan, Cypress Hill, metal and punk, and then kind of hip-hop in between. And then, but I love all the old stuff too, so it's everything. Founded way back, and it was kind of a small mining town, Old Town Arvada. And it's funny, Arvada, one of the guys, like the area campus guy and the Arvada guy, we're trying to look for other places in Denver, and when I guess the guy who founded Arvada, I don't remember his name, but yeah, he found a lot of gold and found his own place and kind of established a little spot there. And this is a real neat little niche town, a lot of good people, and it's real simple kind of going place. So it's a little messy, or very messy from time to time, because we're taking in inventory all the time. People sell their collections, a lot of gaming, Dungeons and Dragons, dice, that kind of thing. Tons and tons of books, thousands of books. And then of course records, CDs, cassette tapes, anything, memorabilia, lots of, movies. We do all the movie formats, laser discs, VHS tapes. So yeah, it's kind of like just a ultra media of all the different, formats and everything on media. So we love that. Books are just amazing. It's sad to see so many bookstores are gone, so many record stores are gone. So we've all fought to keep it going. All the employees here are pretty passionate about it. We're all big geeks about all that stuff. Our actual owner passed away last October. His name was Danny Graul. Yeah, a very good friend of mine. And he came up with Black and Red. And so it was his vision to do red books in the past tense of I've read a book, and then black wax like a vinyl record. So he's like, Black and Red, that's really cool, Black and Red. And he had just played with that a little bit, and he had some friends that designed a little logo, and he was like, that's it. So, he went to town 1991, and he just wanted to do something different. I'm trying to think, he freaked out on me only a couple times. We were good friends, but I remember one time he'd ordered some food for one of his friends, and me and a buddy ate it, and he yelled at me. That was really funny. And he said, this will be on the video. And it scared me. I was like, whoa, dude. So I felt terrible. I was like, oh, we'll order some food. And then he calmed down, but man, he was pissed. That was really funny. I don't know. We laughed and he didn't like that. What was that? April, May-ish. And we were worried, of course. It was scary. A lot of places were closing, dropping like flies. Retail is hard enough. I mean, as we all know, it's dead. Record stores are gone. Bookstores included, like I said earlier. It's so sad that those two things the formats are dying and all that stuff because of the internet and whatnot. So yeah, we were worried a little bit, but we shut down for a bit, but we hung in there. We when we were closed, we were doing online sales for a lot of our inventory and stuff. So we just pumped that up real good, and we were doing curbside. So if someone had a question, we could put stuff online. We were still doing really well with our gaming. So gaming was still hot and stuff that we had posted earlier. So, it was really cool. We sent out a thing just like, help us, and I posted a lot of records and collectible CDs, and people came and bought stuff, and it was cool. So, yeah, Jello Biafra the Kennedys is a good friend of the stores, good friend of mine, really good friends with Danny. So we get a lot of celebs in here and stuff, but he's one of the coolest because he comes every year. Ryan Adams always comes through us here. He's a real nice guy and a friend of the store. He's a big gamer. He loves games, but he loves his metal, man. He'll buy a stack of metal records. He loves everything, though. He's got a real open mind. He's a real good guy. Dude from the Black Crowes, Chris Robinson, has come in several times. Very cool, very nice. Spent a bunch of money. Wonderful person. Fred Schneider, the B-52s. Thurston Moore. I love when younger kids, we'll say 15 to 25, and of course much younger, if they're into it, have any questions, or I don't want them. These two young girls came in. I swear they're probably, one was maybe 12 and 14 or something, maybe they're sisters. Just real quiet and humble, but they bought a bunch of just weird stuff. They bought like a hardcore 7-inch and some other grindcore stuff, and I'm like, they were just giving it a shot, maybe. And they bought some other international, looked like maybe some sort of Greek thing, and some other. They just were taking a shot at it, and that I love doing that as a kid. I don't know, that was always a fun thing, just like, this looks weird, I'm gonna give it a shot and play it. And it could be crap or cool, maybe change your life, or you give it to a friend because you're like, this is not me at all. Take this. It's always fun. You come in, and get some stuff that you get a project going. That's what we have, projects, and we're trying to process, clean up the piece, research the piece, see what it's worth, whatever it is, books, vinyl, whatever. And yeah, you clean, put on some great music you love, and kind of relax, get yourself a piece of fruit and eat on some fruit and kind of get going. And it's just super humble and chill, and it's nice, man.
It's a man, not a man. Let's go.
We need cut.